From severe weather to snow, foggy mornings to sunny afternoons. There are lots of different kinds of weather here in the mountains. Now you can learn how the WYMT meteorologists know what's going on. Sign up for the WYMT weather class. A member of the Sky Alert weather team will do a virtual lesson for your class and talk about what they know best. Sponsored by Kentucky Power.
Struggling with the battle of the bulge? Going to the gym is time-consuming and costs a fortune. Introducing Slim Cycle, the 2-in-1 fitness breakthrough that gives you twice the results in half the time. Just take a seat and start pedaling your way to a slimmer you right in your own home. One machine that combines a full cardio blast workout with arm resistance to sculpt lean muscle mass as you pedal your way thin.
People love working out on this bike. It adds the cardio with the strength training. And when you put that combination together, that's when we get the most increased benefit from workout.
Only Slim Cycle transforms from the upright to recumbent position. With 2.5 inches of superior cushion and memory foam backrest, it'll be the most comfortable ride of your life, guaranteed. The seat adjusts to fit anyone from 4'11" to 6'4" and holds up to 300 pounds. There's 8 levels of magnetic resistance and a super smooth pedaling system to sculpt your body in as little as 10 minutes a day.
Even just 10 minutes on the Slim Cycle, I feel good. I feel like I've accomplished something.
And Slim Cycle is completely silent. With large digital display and built-in heart rate monitor, it tracks all your information right at your fingertips. Plus, it even folds in half and is on wheels for easy storage. Traditional bikes are uncomfortable and cost a fortune. Now, Slim Cycle can be yours for the factory direct price of only 6 payments of $39.99. But wait, order in the next 15 minutes and we'll take 1 entire payment off. We'll also include 10 free, fun, downloadable videos featuring live fitness classes. Plus, the adjustable Slim Away belt, free. Wrap it around your waist for a slimmer look or to maximize your workout. We'll even ship it to you absolutely free. Slim Cycle also comes with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. You can get the entire Slim Cycle program, 10 downloadable workouts, Slim Away belt, plus free shipping for the incredible price of just 5 payments of $39.99. So order now.
Call 1-800-684-2198. That's 1-800-684-2198 or visit buyslimcycle.com. So call 1-800-684-2198.
You're watching WYMT.
Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, more wintry weather could be headed our way through the end of the week as the area deals with tens of thousands of customers without power. 19 research, legal issues, and social events.
A winter storm watch is out as we prepare for the third round of winter weather in about a week. I'll have those details right now at 5:30.
Dedicated to Southern and Eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. A new winter storm watch is issued for our next system, the third in less than a week, while snow continues to fall in some areas right now, and many folks will be spending another night in the dark. Chief Meteorologist Paige Noel begins our Severe Weather Alert Day coverage with a look at what to expect the next couple of days. Paige?
Steve, we are still dealing with this last system and preparing for the next system as snow continues to fall throughout the mountains. We've seen that levels, which has provided a few of some snow showers throughout the day. As we take you outside the front porch here at WYMT, our parking lot is completely covered out front and out back, so roads likely getting slick because everything that falls is going to stick to the roads. Temperatures are just very cold out there. As we look towards Interstate 75 in Mount Vernon, they've definitely seen the snow push out of there, light dusting, but those roads still look messy and definitely icy as we continue to see those wet roadways, and especially on that bridge, you can kind of see there on the shoulder, looking very messy towards there. So pinpoint Doppler still showing some light snow showers moving through the region, becoming lighter at times, but definitely here in Hazard still dealing with some heavier snow showers at times. Looks like those are pushing into Knott and Pike County up towards parts of Johnson. Floyd, McGoffin still dealing with those snow showers. They're slowly but surely continuing to push out of the mountains. Temperatures very, very cold out there. I was just outside and it is absolutely freezing. 17 in Jackson, 19 Pikeville. Pikeville, 14 London, but feeling a lot colder than that. Feeling like 9 in Jackson, 5 in London, feeling like 7 up towards Moorhead and 3. Watch is out for the next system moving in Wednesday night through Friday. I'll break down the timing and impacts coming up.
All right, still a lot going on, Paige. Thank you very much. Many of the areas without power from yesterday's storm were also hit hard by last week's storm. Trees are down, rural roads are treacherous, and officials say it could be days before power is restored for everyone. Chad Hedrick is in Rowan County with the latest on restoration efforts that will not be easy.
The sound of transformers blowing.
Oh my gosh, Ron's moving.
And lighting up dark neighborhoods. It's not what more than 100,000 Kentuckians in the dark want to see, especially those who just came back online after being without power for days. Tuesday morning, crews in Moorhead hitting the road before daybreak to start a long day of repairing lines.
It's going to be ice on top of ice, and that's very difficult with electrical facilities to manage and to work in.
Kentucky powers 20 counties, some of the hardest hit in the state. 58,000 customers offline. That doesn't include co-ops like the one Kenny Johnson is connected to.
Just going, oh no, here we go again.
Kenny lost power last week. It came back after 3 days and went out again early Tuesday morning.
I guess like a lot of things, you don't realize how much you use your water until the water doesn't come on, and you don't realize how much you depend on the internet and your television technology. You don't realize it till you don't have it.
And according to Kentucky Power, many of their customers will have to go without it through the weekend, saying damage to transmissions, the backbone of their system, is top priority as they race against the clock of another storm. In Moorhead, Chad Hedrick, WKYT.
Kentucky Power is not giving estimated restoration times for outages simply because of the number of them, and there is so much damage. This dangerous weather continues to affect much of the country. Power outages in Texas, millions of them. Complicated vaccine administrations at one hospital near Houston. More than 8,000 went to waste after a storage facility lost power. Yeager Airport in Charleston, West Virginia shut down due to slick landing roadways. At least 14 deaths are now blamed on the weather, from snow and ice to tornadoes across the country. In Louisville, some families decided to hit the hills today. Some parents were saying it's not very often for that area to get a lot of snow, so they took their sledding gear out and had a good time. If you have any weather-related videos of your own, maybe with the snow we could receive the next couple of days, you can email them to news@wymt.com. And you can always stay up to date on the changing weather conditions on the WYMT News app. We're making it easy to find. If you've not downloaded it yet, all you have to do is put your phone on picture mode and hold it up to the code there that you see on your screen like you would do at a restaurant. On the WYMT News app, you can always find the latest forecasts, closings, and breaking news alerts. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announced she will push for a commission to investigate the January 6th assault on the Capitol. The Speaker says the commission will be modeled after the one formed to investigate the 9/11 attacks. That bipartisan panel was created through legislation. Speaker Pelosi says she wants this commission. A bloc of senators tries to lead from the political middle. As Washington Bureau reporter Kyle Madura explains, they are unlikely to launch policy discussions, but they will be pivotal in bringing them to a close. Where are we going to next? Okay. In an effort to offer relief to millions of homeowners struggling financially due to the pandemic, the Biden administration is extending COVID-19 mortgage relief. This announcement extends the foreclosure moratorium back loans until the end of June. It also extends the window for homeowners with federally backed loans to request mortgage forbearance. Tonight, President Biden will make the case for his nearly $2 trillion coronavirus relief at a town hall in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a state he narrowly won. The administration also plans to double COVID-19 vaccine supplies to pharmacies, with 2 million doses expected to go out this week. FEMA opened its first federal state mass vaccination sites in Los Angeles and Oakland, California today. Nationwide, more than 125,000 nursing home residents have died of coronavirus. In a recent report, New York Attorney General Letitia James says they undercounted deaths at its nursing homes by as much as 50%. It's currently estimated to be around 15,000. After intense criticism, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is denying that the number of coronavirus deaths connected to nursing homes has been vastly underreported.
Residents who were leaving the hospitals were not likely to be contagious. They were going to be what's called cohorted, cared for in areas that are separate.
According to the AARP Public Policy Institute, as of mid-January, the state with the highest rate of nursing home deaths was Indiana, followed by nearly 3 in 100 here in Kentucky. Kroger is hoping you will soon be able to take a COVID-19 antigen test at home and get your results from your phone. The grocery chain says that once it is approved by the Food and Drug Administration, Kroger plans to sell it online and at pharmacies. They have not released a price yet. To fulfill legal reporting requirements, the app shares the results with public health agencies. New Orleans Mardi Gras is a celebration of family, culture, and tradition. For locals that wanted to continue today's Fat Tuesday celebration, they decided to host a Floats in the Oaks. Instead of parades rolling by people roll by the floats from the safety of their cars. People say the opportunity for partying and maybe a touch of pandemic fatigue brought joy to young and old alike. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, see how weather, not COVID, changed the All-A tournament this year.
And we'll see those snow showers return Wednesday night. I'll break down the timing and impacts next.
The WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen, customized to the categories you choose. The WYMT News app, powered by Appalachian Wireless.
Appalachian Wireless invites you to start the new year off with a bang. What better way than with a new Samsung device? The new Samsung Galaxy S21, S21 Plus, and S21 Ultra are the latest and hottest devices of the new year, with great cameras, all-day battery life, and faster processors. The S21 is the phone from now till the end of February. The new Samsung S21 models will be $400 off the Advantage plan at Appalachian Wireless and AppalachianWireless.com. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
Now when you run the numbers at your Toyota dealer, you can lease a stylish new 21 Corolla for just $129 a month. Or get $1,500 customer cash on a Corolla Hybrid. Run the numbers and save. Toyota, let's go places.
Introducing NutriChopper, the compact handheld speed slicer that cuts up to 10 times quicker than a knife. You can have at once. NutriChopper comes with the razor-sharp interchangeable stainless steel blades to make all of the cuts you want, and all incredibly quick. Mince a mound of onions and never have time for tears. And NutriChopper comes with a perfect portion container so you can slice, seal, and store it all in one. You get the complete NutriChopper set with blades and container with lids, all for just $19.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Every day, the physicians, staff, and volunteers of Pikeville Medical Center pause for something joyful as we celebrate new life entering the world.
From the day you start planning your pregnancy to well after your delivery, you and your family can have peace of mind knowing that we are ready, whether your pregnancy and delivery are routine or whether unexpected complications arise. As the hospital with the only
Level 2 advanced care NICU in our service area, which we doubled in size just last year. We have the experience and technology to promote the growth and stability of newborns when specialized care is needed.
It's why thousands of families have exclusively chosen Pikeville Medical Center for their special day. For moms and their babies, that's a lot of lullabies.
Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna sing you a lullaby.
Make the most of your stimulus dollars with beautiful new furniture from Kimber's. On top of Kimber's great sale prices, store from 2 awesome offers. Kimber will pay your sales tax, which means the low price on the sales tag is all you pay out the door. Or get up to 24 months interest-free. Kimber has tons of furniture in stock with new shipments arriving every week, only for a limited time and only at your favorite Kimber store.
The WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen, customized to the categories you choose. The WYMT News app, powered by Appalachian Wireless.
Well, we are preparing once again for another winter storm to move into the mountains. We are under a winter storm watch. This goes into effect Wednesday evening, runs through your Friday. And yes, we're still dealing with effects from the last one, just like the one before that. We were still dealing with the effects of that. Then we saw the next ice storm move in, and now we're going to see this next one move in. A little bit of good news, looks a little bit more snowy for some of us, especially those areas that dealt with a lot of ice. We could still see a little bit of more ice, but I think snow and sleet going to be the main factors heading into this system. So let's go ahead and break it down here as we head into tomorrow. Now you'll see Future View has us into those lower 20s. I do think some of us drop a lot colder than that as we are already into the teens now, likely into the low to mid teens. Models haven't been handling temperatures too well. That is definitely something to keep in mind as we head into this next forecast. As we head throughout the day, though, we are expected to see temperatures get into about the low to mid 30s, and then we're going to start to see some snow showers push in throughout the evening hours. You'll notice that Future View kind of had a few scattered, maybe some light snow showers, but the bulk of it looks to arrive as we head into the evening hours, as showing by 11 o'clock. Some of us might be starting out with rain and maybe a little bit of freezing rain. It's definitely not out of the question. However, I don't think that's going to be the major impact as we head into your Wednesday night and Thursday. So like I said, just a little bit of good news there, but still we're getting all of this on top of the ice that we've already seen. All of us could be dealing with a little bit of that maybe freezing rain, wintry mix, and mostly snow for all of us throughout the overnight hours as temperatures are kind of right there near freezing. But once again, we'll have to keep an eye on some of those areas that are right at 32, get a few degrees warmer than that. You could be dealing with a little bit of a wintry mix or maybe some of that freezing rain. As we head throughout the morning hours, temperatures are expected to get a little bit warmer down towards the Cumberland Valley. So that's when you start to see that snow transitioning into a mix or possibly transition. As we head throughout the day, a little bit of a break heading into those early morning hours as temperatures are getting slightly warmer into about the low to mid 30s. But as we head throughout the day, we could be dealing with scattered chances, whether that is snow, rain, sleet. It's going to depend on the temperatures and where you are. And you can see that here, temperatures anywhere from about those low to mid 30s across the mountains. And then hopefully starting to see it push out of here with maybe some flurries and some light snow showers heading into your Friday morning, and temperatures look to stay into the 20s for the day on Friday, dropping into the teens Friday night into Saturday. So how much is expected? Now this is just one model, a little bit on that lower end compared to the rest of them, showing about 1 to possibly 2, 3, 4 inches in some spots. As we look at the GFS, it's showing about a widespread 1 to 3 inches with definitely more up to the north, and that's really going to depend on those temperatures. Remember, if you do have rain falling on top of that snow, it's going to melt a lot of that accumulation. So a lot of people might not see that 1 to 2 inches by the time we get in to your Friday. So right now we do think the best chance of some accumulating snowfall is definitely in the northern half of our viewing area, while the southern half might have to deal with a little bit of some freezing rain before it, might have to deal with some sleet, and then might have to deal with some rain as well. So that could definitely bring those totals down Wednesday into Friday. So definitely keep that WYMT weather app handy, get that phone out, scan the code right now. We continue to provide updates there, personalized updates, video updates over the next really 24 to 48 hours, as we are now in our third storm in about a week. So it's going to continue to stay pretty busy here in the WYMT Weather Center. Looking at the rest of that extended forecast, temperatures remain cold Friday, everything likely refreezing, so could continue to see those issues. However, heading into the weekend, seeing lots of sunshine and maybe even a little bit more rain Sunday night. And as we head into Monday, Steve, those 40s going to feel really nice.
Yeah, can we fast forward to Saturday?
I'm fine with that.
Paige, thank you. The All-A State Basketball Tournament in Richmond has been held since 1990, and it had never been canceled until today. As Brian Milam tells us, for the schools affected, it is a tough pill to swallow for a variety of reasons.
Every year in late January or early February, basketball fans by the thousands flock to McBrayer Arena in Richmond to watch the All-A State Basketball Tournament. This year, however, due to COVID and now the icy conditions, the stands won't be packed.
32 teams, the girls and the boys, not get to participate. And it really bothers me, but, you know, we got to listen at the state recommendations to the Kentucky State Police, and we weighed all that before final decisions.
Some of the teams like Walton Verona made the trip to Richmond on Sunday or Monday, so they, along with the others who showed up early, do get to play at least one game. But it is a bittersweet situation.
Can't overstate how much pride our kids and our community take in participating in this tournament every year. This is a big event for us. This tournament gives the smaller schools in Kentucky something to play for.
Buses showed up early this afternoon and dropped off the student athletes for the games, which were held. But even the drivers are curious about the immediate future.
It has been one obstacle after another, and I think as far as me, the rest of the coaches, the other staff, bus drivers, teachers, and even the kids, we're all wondering what's next.
It's a good question. What is next? Well, I guess the next step is just to make it home before the next winter storm hits on Thursday. In Richmond, I'm Brian Milam, WKYT.
We'll have more on the All-A being canceled at 6 in sports. Well, on this day in history, February 16th, 2015, a day I remember very well. A major winter storm hit Kentucky then. Snowfall amounts of 8 to 12 inches were common across the mountains, with a stripe of 12 to 18 inches across the heart of central and eastern Kentucky. For many areas, this was the most snow received in more than a decade. And you might remember this is the storm that I anchored all the evening newscasts outside from our back parking lot as the snow was pouring down. I think I'm still thawing out from that. Coming up in sports, after a win over Auburn on Saturday, the Kentucky Wildcats hope to make a late push for the postseason.
We're the HVAC outlet where we only sell the best for less. You can browse HVAC systems online and see the prices. Save thousands. Complete split systems starting at $17.95. Complete ductless systems from $5.99 and mobile home furnaces start at $4.99. Our trained staff are standing by to answer your questions to make sure you get exactly what you need. To learn more, go to thehvacoutlet.com or click to call. The HVAC Outlet, where we'll keep your family warm and cozy for less.
Whoa. The Kentucky Lottery's Cash Pop Daily Draw Game. Choose your numbers 1 to 15. One number wins it every 4 minutes. Play Cash Pop. Maybe your lucky number will win you some scratch.
In advertising, you see a lot of things that aren't real, like this coffee. But at Legacy, our deals are real. Not like the other guys who misuse stickers like this to hike up the price. Then they make you negotiate it down. This markup gives you the perception of a better deal, but it's really no discount at all. I refuse to play that game, and you should too. Demand to know the real deal.
For a limited time, get up to $10,000 off new 2020 Ford F-150 XLT 4x4 Crew Cabs. Legacy Ford Lincoln.
This is the kind of card that has America talking. With it, people with Medicare are getting all-in-one coverage for their doctor visits, hospital care, prescription drugs, and more. This kind of insurance, called Medicare Part C, may also cover dental care, eyeglasses, hearing aids, fitness programs, vitamins, even healthy meals and rides to the doctor. With this kind of coverage, you do not need a Medicare supplement insurance plan. You will access your benefits through your Medicare Part C plan for one low and oftentimes $0 monthly plan premium. You deserve to get the most from your Medicare benefits. Call now for free information that may help you get more coverage for less money. There is no obligation to enroll. Whether for yourself or someone you love, call the number on the screen now. Call now.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. The biggest fish sandwich of your life. Twice. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
Have a news tip? Then call the WYMT news tip line.
Play where the grass is greener. And it doesn't get any greener than the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. This spring, play unlimited golf starting at just $110 per day. With 11 locations and 26 courses, the toughest challenge is deciding which one to play first. Great golf happens on great courses. Call 1-800-949-4444 or visit rtjgolf.com and make your
Ally presents the song recorded live at TGL Farms, bringing you some of the most iconic music ever written by the artists and the songwriters that made them famous. Featuring exclusive stories and incredible performances by artists from every genre and every era. And the only place to see this celebration of legendary hits is on The Song, recorded live at TGL Farms.
This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
The Kentucky Wildcats finally got off the schneid on Saturday, taking down Auburn at Rupp Arena. The Wildcats now look to keep that momentum going on Wednesday with 2 games down in Tennessee this week. It starts with Vanderbilt on Wednesday. Now, despite the record and all the struggles that have come with this season for the Wildcats, they still hope to peak at the right time and make a late run.
I think that's what all coaches try to say. Hey, let's finish it off by going winning the conference tournament. Let's be playing our best basketball at the end of the year. I can say, honestly, I think we're starting to do that. We're playing our best basketball at the end of the season. Has it been tough? Yeah, we've had some tough sledding, but I just think that we've continued to get better. So hopefully we can continue to keep riding this, keep playing better the last couple of weeks of the season and be going into that conference tournament with some confidence.
So here is the next opponent for the Wildcats. Like I said, they hit the road and head down to Nashville to take on the Vanderbilt Commodores. That one on Wednesday at 7 p.m. If you remember, the last meeting between the two was a close one. Kentucky pulled this one out 77-74 at Rupp Arena. This one on Wednesday night is on the SEC Network. On the women's side, the Cats got a big effort from Ryan Howard last night in their 88-80 win over Florida down in Gainesville. After filling up the stat sheet against Tennessee, Howard put her effort into the scoring column, putting up 31 against the Gators. The standout junior knew she would have to step up for the Wildcats, especially when Florida started to make a run early in the fourth quarter.
I knew I had to come in and make this a game and be more of a threat offensively, but it did also kind of just come to me like I was just knocking down shots and they were just falling for me. We just knew we had to start focusing in, like we knew we couldn't settle and we knew we had to play defense. They were getting too many open looks around the rim and too many straight line drives, so we knew we had to stop the ball and be more intentional about what we're doing.
So how about the Cats? They moved up 3 spots from number 20 to number 17 in the last AP poll. See how much they move up if they can get 2 wins this week. They take on LSU, hosting LSU after beating Florida last night. Host the Tigers on Thursday evening on the SEC Network. Plus, looking to make it 3 straight wins. This one tips off at 7 p.m. That is sports. Coming up at 6, we announce our teams of the week. And of course, you've probably heard by now, but the All-A Classic has been canceled for the very first time. We'll be right back.
The Filet-O-Fish is completed with a half slice of cheese. Is its bun half empty or half full? We'd say the latter.
Mix and match your faves like the Filet-O-Fish or Big Mac. Now get any 2 for $5.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Sticky notes are part of our daily lives. And people have found some pretty creative uses for them. As Kentucky's insurance company, we appreciate the resourcefulness and the fact that billions of sticky notes are made each year right here in the Commonwealth. And we think that's something Kentuckians find pretty noteworthy. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
In the cath lab, we perform diagnostic tests to visualize the coronary arteries of the heart.
It is important to diagnose the cardiac disease that's here. It is far better to prevent future events by addressing the risk factors.
This is a brand new lab. If you are experiencing chest pain, it's really important you see a cardiologist so you can get back to doing more of the things you enjoy.
Pretty Litter, the world's smartest kitty litter. It's odorless, guaranteed. Color-changing crystals help monitor kitty's health. One bag, one cat, 1 month. Delivered direct to your door. PrettyLitter.com. Get started today. Pretty cool.
Attention Medicare recipients. The Inogen One Portable Oxygen Concentrator may now be available at little or no cost to you. Call 800-561-5915 to order yours today. Inogen oxygen concentrators are portable and make oxygen from the air around you. They're light, quiet, and battery operated to go everywhere you go. And we have a full line of portable oxygen units to fit a wide range of budgets. If you're on Medicare, you may even qualify to get your Inogen unit at little or no cost to you. Go back to joining friends for the breakfast special, make spending time with the grandkids easier, or start attending your religious services again. Call Inogen now for a free information kit and a free no-obligation consultation on our complete line of affordable portable oxygen products. And anyone on Medicare or with eligible insurance plans may qualify to get an Inogen One at little or no cost. Call 800-561-5915. That's 800-561-5915.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Download the Pray.com app today.
The Filet-O-Fish is completed with a half slice of cheese. Is its bun half empty or half full? We'd say the latter.
Mix and match your faves like the Filet-O-Fish or Big Mac. Now get any two for $5.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Travel beyond the stars with the original uncut masterpiece that started it all. Star Trek, the original series.
I've had a few heroes in my life.
Vulcans don't have heroes.
Maybe Vulcans don't, but we do.
Get us out of here.
Star Trek Enterprise.
No gear, no plan, no problem. MacGyver.
Coming up on Mountain News at 6, the icy weather causing communication issues for police departments. I'll have more on that.
And some local firefighters talk about their experience working on this second ice storm.
All eyes are on our next winter storm watch that moves in a little bit later on your Wednesday night. I'll have those details right now at 6.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Nearly 125,000 customers remain without power tonight across Kentucky, with the majority of those here in the mountains. Many will almost certainly remain in the dark until after the next winter storm, which arrives late tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Paige Noel begins our team coverage tonight with a look at what's next. Paige?
Steve, we're still dealing with this last storm and also focused on what is next, as conditions are likely to get icy and slick tonight, and that's really going to continue as we head into the next couple of nights, especially as that next system moves in tomorrow night. We'll take you up to US 119, US 23 in Pikeville, an area that's been seeing some light snow showers, some flurries as well, and that's starting to stick in some areas, so definitely take it easy if you're headed out tonight or even early tomorrow, because whatever is on the roadways, whether it is just wet water, snow, ice, all of it's going to refreeze once again heading into tonight as temperatures are already well below freezing. Looking along US 119, US 23 in Jenkins, roads are pretty wet over there, and you can see those shoulders look a little bit icy, so likely going to see more icy conditions throughout the night tonight. Still hanging on to that low level moisture and still dealing with a few of those snow showers, looking a little bit heavier into parts of Knott County, parts of Pike County, and definitely up towards Floyd and Johnson County as well. And hopefully we'll continue to watch these push out of here this evening, but they're kind of hanging around a little bit longer than expected. Temperatures are very, very cold, so once again, anything that does fall definitely going to stick as we are in the teens across the mountains and feeling like those single digits for a lot of us. So now that we are preparing for this next system, you're definitely going to want to get out your phones, download the WYMT weather app, or you can go to the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, and you can download it there if you just hold your phone up and scan that little QR code there. We're going to continue to provide updates throughout the evening, overnight hours, throughout the day tomorrow, and of course Thursday, Friday, as well as we're going to continue to watch those road conditions and watch whatever is going to fall from the sky. I'll have more details on that coming up.
Paige, thank you. Day one of cleanup from the second ice storm is coming to a close, but days and maybe weeks are still ahead, especially with more bad weather in the forecast. WYMT's Emily Bennett is live in hard-hit Johnson County with more on the damage there. Emily?
Steve, well, the ice may be gone, but the snow remains. You might be able to see it kind of flying around me here. It's been pretty hard all afternoon, but the roads actually did start to dry out this afternoon, but now headed into the evening hours, the snow is starting to accumulate on the roads again, just a little bit, and the temperatures are just continuing to drop. Now, while the main roads cleared off today, the back roads in northern Johnson County are still covered in ice, making them almost impassable. Crews are working on clearing trees away from the roads, but many remain and doesn't still lay on top of power lines. Now, Kentucky Power has restored power to a couple thousand people in Johnson County already, but thousands remain. Some outages expected to last several days, which can be detrimental in these cold temperatures.
You know, your homes can receive a lot of damage, you know, frozen pipes, you know, and then when the temperatures do come up, why, the pipes are busted, and then, you know, you've got water damage, you know, in your home.
Now, with the temperatures dropping into the teens tonight, Johnson County does have a warming center open at the Paintsville Recreation Center. Now, I've heard that several people have been there throughout today, and they expect more this evening. But for now, I'm live in Johnson County. Emily Bennett, WYMT Mountain News.
All right, Emily, lots of ongoing issues across the region. Thank you. Several crashes along Interstate 64 led to some state police troopers being injured today. The cruisers were struck on the side of Interstate 65 this afternoon near Horse Cave in Hart County. Troopers were responding to multiple crashes at the time that shut down traffic in both directions. Both troopers who were struck were injured, but we're not sure yet how badly. Not only is the weather causing issues on the roadways, it's also causing communication issues for police departments. WYMT's Dakota Makris is in Hazard to explain.
Phone lines down early Tuesday morning and having to use an old analog channel for radio communications.
It went out 8, 9 o'clock last night. We was able to adapt.
The icy weather causing issues with Hazard Police Department's repeater on Buffalo Mountain.
They was taking calls and calling our dispatcher on his cell phone. So we never really totally lost the ability to communicate or answer calls.
The police department and the Perry County Sheriff's Office working off the same analog channel.
30-some years of being a police officer here, we've had our systems knocked out several times.
Those calls coming in using a cell phone can be challenging.
You know, you don't have as many lines or anything like that. You don't have any backups or any ways to put people on hold like you do normally.
Saying so far, using one radio channel has not been bad, but dispatchers say that could always change.
The sheriff's office, they actually do dispatch for the county and all that stuff, so they're a little more used to it. But for us, it could be a little hectic, but you know, we can handle it.
Phone lines were restored Tuesday morning, along with radio communications later in the afternoon.
Would like everybody to know that this is not going to affect our ability to respond to them or the Sheriff's Department in the county, either one.
Protecting and serving in Hazard, Dakota Makris, WYMT Mountain News.
We've also had our own issues today up on top of Buffalo Mountain with some trees down causing some technical problems. Hopefully all of you are able to see us tonight. But in a Facebook post, Perry County Sheriff's Department officials thank those who worked to get communications back up and running. People in London and Laurel County are also dealing with lots of problems from ice yesterday. Falling trees and limbs brought down by the weight of the ice knocked out power to thousands. Electric crews are working around the clock to restore it. Police say the fallen limbs and closed roads and created even more dangerous driving conditions. Locals are saying they're just hoping this cold weather goes away soon.
We had 66 reports from 4 o'clock yesterday until right now of trees or limbs down. And of course, when that happens, electricity goes off. So I think that was one of the biggest problems overnight, was a lot of people lost their electricity.
Well, I'm ready for spring. That's what goes through my mind. I like snow, but I don't like ice. I don't think anybody does. And it's treacherous, especially for older folks and people that have to be out in it, and the power guys and the salt crew guys. We're so appreciative of them.
Jackson Energy reports about 35% of their customer base remains without power in Laurel County. And like many counties throughout eastern Kentucky, a state of emergency was declared in Jackson County. WYMT's Vivica Grayson has more on what officials are doing there to combat the issues caused by the ice storm.
As the second ice storm creates hazardous roads and dangerous conditions, Jackson County Judge Executive Shane Gabbard says he has not seen conditions like this since the late 90s.
One that had this kind of impact where the power was out for several days and even weeks.
On Monday, officials in Jackson County declared a state of emergency as people are without power due to fallen trees and freezing conditions.
The major damages we have is just trees falling on structures, roadways, and, of course, electric lines.
Experiencing the effects of the electricity problems is Jackson County native Scarlett Marks, who witnessed her power being on and off since Monday night.
The power first went out yesterday about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was off until about 8 p.m. and came back on, and then it went back off about midnight last night, and it's been off ever since.
Marks and her family are having to wait out the power outage as best as they can.
The kids last night played board games, and it's just a lot of family time right now.
Gabbard encourages the community to stay positive and stay informed for any new information.
I looked at the long-range forecast and I saw 50s in the weather for next week.
Battling the ice storm while helping the community. In Jackson County, Vivica Grayson, WYMT, Mountain News.
Paige says the 50s might be stretching it just a little bit, but we can all hope. Now, Gabbard announced on Facebook that officials have decided to open a warming shelter at Tyner Elementary School, and says if people need to go to the shelter due to not having heat, they can call 606-287-9125. And now we also have lots of information on our website at WYMT.com about shelters and warming centers being opened up across the region. Just too many for us to mention here on the air, but just go to our website. We have a story about that, and we're continuing to add information to that as we get it. Well, Madison County was hit hard by last week's ice storm. Yesterday's storm only made it worse. One family says they haven't had power since Friday. Andy Colley says thankfully he was able to borrow a generator and has a stove and fireplace. Still, day-to-day tasks have been a little more difficult.
We have to heat up some water to wash dishes and ourselves, and so no showers and no hot tubs or anything like that. So it's a challenge, but we're making it fine.
Emergency management is preparing for challenges with the next storm moving in. They say it could cause more outages. As the snow continues to fall in parts of the region tonight, in Magoffin County, crews are working to restore electricity to thousands of people impacted by the storm there. WYMT's Buddy Forbes continues our coverage.
Magoffin County is seeing the impacts of the winter weather.
It's a war zone out there.
As crews work to restore electricity and clear roadways, fighting against the falling snow.
A lot of devastation in the area with
all the trees that came down last night, all the power lines that are down. We got families that are suffering, our friends and neighbors.
Judge Executive Matthew WYMT says most people expected the storm to miss the county. So many were not ready to lose electricity or have trees blocking them from necessities.
We wished a lot more folks had been a little better prepared. We do have numerous folks that we're trying to find the portable oxygen for.
And while the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center in Salyersville was quickly turned into a warming station for those who can get there.
I called 911 to come and get me and my son. His lips was turning blue anyways. It was so cold.
WYMT says crews are working tirelessly to help those who cannot.
We're prepared for the short term. We get into long term, we'll have to start pulling other plans in place.
He says the situation is far from over, and as the snow continues to accumulate.
If people don't have to be out, we don't need them out. We've got utility crews and maintenance crews and emergency responders. We need to be responding to those true emergencies. We don't need folks to create emergencies.
He just wants people to stay safe. In Magoffin County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Wireman says he has contacted the National Guard about getting assistance to clear the county roads that are currently impassable. He urges people to stay safe and plan as if the conditions could continue for multiple days. In Rockcastle County, nearly half that county is without power right now. The ice storm knocked down power lines and trees all across the county. The roads were so dangerous, police shut down Interstate 75 at least 3 times yesterday. Restoration efforts are now underway. Rockcastle County School Superintendent Carrie Ballinger says she is one of several in the area without power. She also says 75% of Jackson Energy customers in Rockcastle County don't have power.
Our concern is the low temperatures for this evening, and we just implore to our community, don't stay home and be cold. We have food, we have water, we have a warm place for you to come. So our doors are open. Please come, take advantage of this. We promise we'll take good care of you.
Ballinger says volunteer firefighters are out knocking on doors, willing to give anyone a ride to the center. That needs one. Several fire departments across our region are hard at work with the recent weather. WYMT's Chas Jenkins tells us how Leslie County officials are handling their situation.
Officials with Wootton Fire Department are has been experiencing.
Our problem is we have roads that have ice on them and snow, and they're extremely slick.
That was Assistant Fire Chief Viola Lewis. She says thankfully they have not responded to any accidents yet.
I'm glad for that. But we've responded to trees down across the road.
The greatest challenge that Lewis and her team are facing are power outages caused by the weather.
And most people don't have generators. And they're struggling to get the heat they need because of the trees that are across the roads.
Encouraging people to stay inside unless absolutely necessary.
Because it doesn't matter if you have a two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or a six-wheel drive, you're going to slide. Be careful, use caution.
Asking everyone to remain patient.
Bear with us. It takes us time. We've got to make sure that we've got the resources, and then we have to make sure that our members are safe out doing this.
Doing whatever they can to keep people safe during the harsh weather. In Leslie County, Chas Jenkins, WYMT Mountain News.
Lewis says she's been working from home during the weather, trying to provide supplies to people in the area who might need them. For the latest on power outages, road conditions, and those shelters being set up, you can get information 24/7 on the WYMT News app. And we're making it easy to find if you've not downloaded it yet. Just put your phone on picture mode and hold it up to the code that you see there on your screen on the WYMT News app. You can also find, the latest closings and delays, along with breaking news alerts. Paige.
Well, after almost a week, we are dealing with our third winter storm here in the mountains. I'll break down the timing and impacts coming up.
And we'll have the latest updates on Kentucky's COVID-19 cases and some vaccine changes.
The WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen, customized to the categories you choose. The WYMT News app, powered by Appalachian Wireless.
The Filet-O-Fish is completed with a half slice of cheese. Is its bun half empty or half full? We'd say the latter.
Mix and match your faves like the Filet-O-Fish or Big Mac. Now get any two for $5.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Every day, the physicians, staff, and volunteers of Pikeville Medical Center pause for something joyful as we celebrate new life entering the world.
From the day well after your delivery, you and your family can have peace of mind knowing that we are ready, whether your pregnancy and delivery are routine or whether unexpected complications arise. As the hospital with the only neonatologist
and the only level 2 advanced care NICU in our service area, which we doubled in size just last year. We have the experience and technology to promote the growth and stability of newborns when specialized care is needed.
It's why thousands of families have exclusively chosen Pikeville Medical Center for their special day. For moms and their babies, that's a lot of lullabies.
Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna sing you a lullaby.
The Filet-O-Fish is completed with a half slice of cheese. Is its bun half empty or half full? We'd say the latter.
Mix and match your faves like the Filet-O-Fish or Big Mac. Now get any two for $5.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen, customized to the categories you choose. The WYMT News app, powered by Appalachian Wireless.
Well, we are dealing with our third winter storm of the week. Yes, we're tired, but hey, we're going to get through it. Let's go ahead and take you up, though, to that map where you can see that winter storm counties here across the mountains. This goes into effect Wednesday p.m. Through your Friday. And remember, this will likely get upgraded to either a winter weather advisory or a winter storm warning. Right now, I'm not super concerned with ice. I'm not convinced we would see an ice storm warning with this system. So this is just something to keep an eye on. Just want you guys to be prepared of what will be updated, maybe even tomorrow morning, but definitely sometime tomorrow we will see this get upgraded to either an advisory or a winter storm warning. But as we head into tomorrow, dry throughout most of the day. So yes, we do get a little bit of a break. Temperatures get slightly warmer than they were today, low to mid 30s, but still dealing with those cloudy skies. So whatever we're seeing on the ground now likely will not thaw out too much. Hopefully maybe dry out a little bit after we get these light snow showers out of here. But it's later Wednesday night into Thursday really when we start to see this system move in. So this is by midnight, starting to see some snow showers down towards the Cumberland Valley. And with temperatures really close to freezing, check out Middlesboro 33. Could see more of a possibly wintry mix. Maybe a little bit of freezing rain and rain. But I kind of think we're going to be closer to that wintry mix, maybe seeing a little bit more sleet because those temperatures are kind of cold throughout all layers of the atmosphere. We talked about that throughout this last system with that freezing rain moving in. All of us transitioning into snow as temperatures do drop below freezing, showing right around 2 o'clock in the morning. And then we could start to see that rain transition, or that snow, transition into rain or maybe even a mix. Freezing, you're seeing 33 from Wise to 34 to Williamsburg. Could be a little bit more of some sleet with temperatures right there, very close to freezing. This particular model wants to bring in another round of rain as we head into noon on Thursday. However, I do think it'll be a little bit more scattered. That's what some models are showing. But you'll notice that temperatures do get into about the mid to upper 30s. Hopefully that holds true and we could see all of that transition into rain by the afternoon hours. But how much is expected? Here's future view snowfall. That model we were just looking at showing anywhere from 2 to some parts of the Cumberland Valley. But remember, that is going to transition into rain for some of you. So really, we're not going to see all of that snow accumulate, especially if we do see that transition into some rain, starting out as snow transitioning into rain. Remember, models don't take in the account of that rain transitioning or that snow transitioning. As we look into the GFS, kind of showing the Cumberland Valley not getting as much, with the northwestern part getting a little bit more of that snow, anywhere from maybe 3, 4, maybe close to 5 inches in some spots. Now the NAM super aggressive. Don't buy it, but it does show that same trend where the Cumberland Valley not getting as much as our northern counties. This is why we think our northern counties have the best chance of seeing that accumulating snowfall. You could still see some accumulation down into our south and southeastern counties, but we are going to have to take into consideration that rain, which will likely bring down some snowfall totals Wednesday and as we head through toward Friday. So looking at the rest of that Community Trust Bank extended forecast, temperatures plummet Thursday night into Friday, so whatever is on the ground will likely refreeze. That continues Friday night to Saturday as we drop into the teens, but that weekend, Steve, looking so much better. Seeing some sunshine, temperatures hopefully getting back into the 40s. Might have to deal with some showers Sunday into Monday, but as long as they're
All right, and certainly folks do not need to stay out in the cold tonight if you don't have heat, because it could maybe even get to the single digits.
Yeah, in some spots it definitely could.
All right. Paige, thank you. As the vaccine supply increases in Kentucky, the state saw the fewest cases on a Tuesday in more than a month. The governor announced 1,255 new cases of COVID-19 today in Kentucky. The statewide total increased to 390,762. There were 27 new deaths reported today. The death toll stands at 4,318. The positivity rate is at 6.58%, and at least 46,074 Kentuckians have recovered from the virus. For more on COVID-19 in Kentucky, you can always go to our website at WYMT.com. Child care providers in Kentucky can now begin signing up to receive COVID-19 vaccinations. Child care centers across the state and parents have been pushing for daycare workers to be moved up to Phase 1B with K through 12 educators instead of waiting for the next phase, 1C. Ollie James works with 1-year-olds at AJ Preschool in Louisville. She says she's relieved that daycare workers are now being prioritized.
I wanted to be a part of stopping the virus. Like, I couldn't imagine one of my little kids getting the virus or like their families, stuff like that. So many people I'm around could be high risk, and I don't want to contribute to them possibly getting the virus.
Daycare workers who are interested in signing up should do so at their nearest healthcare location. Coming up in sports, we'll have our teams of the week, both of whom pulled off big wins last week in regional play. And after trying to delay it, one of Kentucky's biggest tournaments was canceled due to the winter storms.
Sky Alert Weather, sponsored by Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.
Now when you run the numbers at your Toyota dealer, get $1,750 customer cash on any new aggressively sophisticated 21 Highlander. Or you can lease one for $269 a month. Run the numbers and save. Toyota, let's go places.
Many times, when your insurance company denies your claim, they're just flat out wrong.
Download the WYMT weather app and get up-to-the-minute forecast and radar readings for your location.
This is the kind of card that has America talking. With it, people with Medicare are getting all-in-one coverage for their doctor visits, hospital care, prescription drugs, and more. This kind of insurance, called Medicare Part C, may also cover dental care, eyeglasses, hearing aids, fitness programs, vitamins, even healthy meals and rides to the doctor. With this kind of coverage, you do not need a Medicare supplement insurance plan. You will access your benefits through your Medicare Part C plan for one low and oftentimes $0 monthly plan premium. You deserve to get the most from your Medicare benefits. Call now for free information that may help you get more coverage for less money. There is no obligation to enroll. Whether for yourself or someone you love, call the number on the screen now. Call now.
Full Court Press with Greta Van Susteren on WYMT.
This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
After delaying the All-A Classic basketball tournament a day, the tournament will now not be played at all, unfortunately, in 2021. The tournament was canceled on Tuesday due to a winter weather advisory for a number of places in Kentucky, including near Richmond, where the tournament takes place at EKU, and right here in Eastern Kentucky, as you have been, of course, hearing from our weather team. The teams who were already in Richmond today did play. That includes Pikeville and Knott Central boys. Knott Central defeated the Panthers 59-55. Of course, the same prize was not on the line, as the games will count as just regular season contests. Unfortunate for all the teams out there, especially in our coverage area, who were going to get an opportunity to compete for a state championship. Now, for our teams of the week, one of those teams was actually going to be on the All-A stage. Unfortunately, the cancellation pushed that back. Let's start on the boys' side with the Harlan Green Dragons. They are our team of the week. The Green Dragons were 2-1 last week, with the highlight win coming on Friday night against rival Harlan County 74-50. That was the Green Dragons' first ever win over the Black Bears since Harlan County became a school and started playing back in 2008. Junior Jordan Acal led the Green Dragons with 35 points. On the girls' side, Belfry earns Team of the Week honors. The Lady Pirates went 3-0 this past week, all of their wins coming against other 15th region teams. The biggest win, perhaps, came on Friday night against Floyd Central, who was previously undefeated against other 15th region teams. The Lady Pirates are now 11-5 on the year. Congratulations to both of our teams of the week. At the college level, the Kentucky Wildcats got back in the win column, in part thanks to the heroics from Davion Mintz. Mintz's three-pointer he made some big plays in Kentucky's wins, and Saturday was no different as Mintz's three, with less than 30 seconds left, helped Kentucky to an 82-80 win over the Tigers. And Mintz credits some of that to John Calipari's confidence in him.
I mean, it was my responsibility to knock that down. I mean, the first possession. And, you know, Coach Cal has an extreme amount of confidence in me. And sometimes, like, his confidence is so high that it's even when I don't feel that I'm open, he feels it.
So the Wildcats hit the road are already in Nashville to take on Vanderbilt. They beat the Commodores 77-74 back in January. This one on Wednesday night you can watch on the SEC Network. That is sports. We'll be right back.
According to U.S. News and World Report, 3 of the top 4 hotels in Alabama are part of the Resort Collection on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, the Battle House Renaissance Mobile Hotel and Spa, the Grand Hotel Golf Resort and Spa in Point Clear, and the Marriott Shoals Hotel and Spa in Florence. Book your trip at rtjgolf.com and make your plans to play and stay on Alabama's Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail.
Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you.
Download the Pray.com app today.
There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. The same came for a witness to bear witness with the light. The next day John seeth Jesus coming unto him, and saith, Behold, the Lamb of God, which taketh away the sin of the world.
Closed captioning presented by Wolf, Williams, and Reynolds, serving Eastern Kentucky for Social Security and Federal Black Lung.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Stay safe out there. We'll see you back here at 11. Good night, everyone.